fleshing a hide.
Which hide?
A deer hide.
Yeah, deer hide, fur on or off?
On.
Why do you want the fur on?
I like fur.
Alright, let's just get to it. I'm not going to ask any more questions.
I was like, fur is nice.
Alright,
Keeps you warm.
so we're going to go ahead and make a fur on hide. Before you open that, throw your gloves on.
You're right.
I'm not keeping that trash bag. You can rip the joker open. So throw it up over. Throw it on top of the. Is it still frozen?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It'll get over it.
Okay, we'll get over
It's gonna be a nice hide. Yeah, you might have to let it thaw out a little bit more.
it. Yeah.
But open it all the way up and let it thaw.
The first part was the nice thing is you.
Turn around so the tail's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at that. You got the tail on. It's gonna be a nice hide.
What is that? Yeah.
A few moments later.
Grab it, rip it. Alright, Evan. You just got done with fleshing your first deer. How do you feel you did?
Pretty well for a first time.
Any issues?
One little hole.
One little hole? Where? Oh, yeah, look at that. That's right. Look at that. Got the tail and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. Alright, well, let's stick it in a bag and work on it tomorrow.
The next day.
You're gonna make a frame out of those boards, aren't they kind of too short?
We're gonna make them longer by screwing the boards together.
Okay. Screwing them together?
Yep.
Show me.
Long, but they work.
Board? Goes on camera. Don't go into my floor.
Yeah, that's why.
And we are all done with a frame. How long did that take, bud?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Pretty easy?
Mhm.
Alright, what's the next step?
Punching holes into the deer and tying it to the frame.
You're gonna punch holes into the deer? Anywhere in the deer?
On the edges
On the edges? You can go all the way around?
Yep.
How are you gonna do that?
with a makeshift leather punch.
A leather punch? Your prison shank?
Yeah, I guess a prison shank. Especially before I shank you.
I got it on camera of me whooping your ass for self-defense. Yeah, watch.
Drop the shank, drop the shank.
Alright, well, let's get busy. Here's what I would do. I would do my best just go ahead and center this as much as possible. And I would start off directly with things that are going to be the center. I wouldn't put too much on the tail. I would do the tail and stretch it down, but I would go around like the buttocks, the rump area, and pull those down harder. That's what I would do. So I know that here is the front legs.
Yep.
The neck is going to be here. So I'm going to just get it right around here. About an inch in.
An inch in. Oh,
Inch
from
in.
the edge.
Yeah, from the edge, if I can get it. I might need that. Where's that piece of throwaway wood? Right there by your foot.
I swear I saw it a second ago.
So we might need to do this.
Hammer? Like, oh.
Just to get that. That. And then
Take a little bit of jute through. So let's see. It's like here and here. Because the tail's gonna.
yeah, we'll get the tail last.
Yeah.
We'll go right here at the rump. Just give me a fatty part, a real thick part. We'll bring that straight down.
So you just tie it like this here almost.
Just do a square knot.
That's what it's called. It's called square.
Square knot. And how you square knot it is right over left, and left over right.
One hour later.
Alright, bud. We just got done framing up that deer. Now what?
We gotta make our tanning solution, which is made out of 200 grams of alum and 200 grams of borax.
200 grams of alum and 200 grams of borax. Alright, let's get busy. You want to grab scissors? Is there a rip thing on there?
Looks like it.
Cool. All right. Now what?
Slowly add some water.
Add some water. All right. What's the Tabasco for?
Flavor.
We're gonna eat the deer hide.
Yep.
Spicy. All right. Now what?
We add hot water to a mixture until it becomes a smoothie-like texture.
Smooth like texture. Okay.
We're just gonna rub it on the deer hide evenly as much as possible.
Rub it on. All right.
Just rub it on.
All right, bud. I'm ready for bed. Now that you went and put the tanning solution on, what was the last thing we need to do?
We had to put a plastic tarp over it to make sure it didn't dry too quick.
Put a plastic tarp on it to what?
To make sure it didn't dry too quick.
So it doesn't dry too quick. There it is. And it's gonna rest, and I need to get some rest. All right, buddy. It's past your bedtime. Past my bedtime.
Past everyone's bedtime.
I'll see you all in the morning.
See you in the morning.
The next day.
All right, Evan. We have let it sit here for about 24 hours with the plastic on top. Now what are we doing?
Yeah, scrape it off and reapply again.
Scrape it off and reapply it all over again?
Yep.
All right. All right. All the old tanning solution is scraped off. What's the plan now, Evan?
We don't have enough tanning solution, so we're gonna have to make this the last batch for this hide for 5 days and let it sit.
You can put it on here for 5 days?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. I think that was more of the consistency that we wanted.
Yeah.
That's legitly the paste
That we need.
type of texture.
We've just finally covered the whole hide with tanning solution. Now we just gotta wait 5 days and see how it looks.
this point, we're getting ready to take the hide off the frame, but before we do that, we need to treat the underside. And what we got here is a little bit of Neat's Foot oil, and this is used as a leather preservative and a softener, so it's going to help with the softening process. I'm not entirely sure how Evan wants to cut this out and pattern it, so I'm going to go ahead and soften it and give him the whole thing, and he can cut it to shape or just leave it as is. We're going to go ahead and start applying some Neat's Foot oil. So at this point, we have allowed that oil to really penetrate deep into the hide overnight. And all I'm going to wind up doing is just take a rag and wipe away any residual oil that's still on the surface that hasn't penetrated or has reached the limits of its penetration. Now, I've never made a hide before with the hair on. I've always made buckskin, and I've never done it with the frame. Based on what I know, you would typically take like a really blunt stick and kind of soften it by raking the hide up and down with it. I don't think I'm going to try to soften it using that method. I don't know if you can see this here, but I have two holes that are in the real thin spots next to the underarms, and that came from just scraping off any of the tanning solution. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe it down, I'm going to cut it loose, and I might flex it a little bit in my hand by rolling it maybe over my leg and my knees, and hopefully it's soft enough that Evan won't complain about it. So I decided to actually very gently try to soften this hide up, and I am going to use that profiled really blunt stick I was telling you about, and I'm just going to lightly do it here, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't go through, because that would suck. It doesn't sound good. Oh, went through right there. All right, I'm gonna stop.
If you make buckskin once or twice, you'll be surprised at how soft you can actually make a deer hide. As I begin to remove this hide from the frame, it really starts to bug me how hard and stiff this hide is, and I take it as a personal challenge to make it as soft as I make all my other buckskins.
Well, there you have it. It's pretty stiff. Let's see if we can soften it up.
Later.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been over a week, and I'm happy to report that we are done with this project. It has been a great experience and a wonderful bonding opportunity that I got to have with Evan. And I know that he's going to be very proud of what he did with this deer hide. I'm hoping that you had fun. I know I certainly did. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that I could have done differently. I would have loved to have made this hide a little softer. But like I said, this was my first time, so it was a big learning experience for Evan and I both. And one small favor to ask, if you like what we're doing here with the channel, please click the thumbs up button or subscribe below. Let me know that you enjoyed, or even just let me know in the comments what you would like to see in the future or how we could have done things differently. In the meantime, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you on the next adventure. This is P saying aloha.